Oh, that looks hideous.
I'm gonna lose money. Period. There's no doubt about it. I'm coming out here and chopping, decimating, ruining a field that could have made me $10,000 after expenses, maybe more. Holy moly. I'm telling you, I gotta go like the longest route possible just to avoid the busy roads. And the longest route has the most narrow roads. So if I do meet somebody, I pretty much gotta stop, put the machine in the ditch, hope there's no broken bottles to blow out my tire, culvert, steel culvert, hidden in the weeds. Anyhow, you should see people now. Every year it gets worse. New teenage drivers, they freeze. They're like a deer in headlights. Oh my gosh, what do? I don't know. Stay in the exact same spot you were, or get over so you don't collide with that. They don't know what to do. The new driving instructors, they don't teach them that. There's no farm equipment on the roads while they're getting their driving instructions, and there's also not in the books. My son, I told him, I said, ask the driving instructor if it's okay to pass farm equipment on a double yellow. And the driving instructor had no idea. I get so worked up when I'm going on the roads, I had to share it with you. Heading over to the big 50-acre field. It is July 11th. This is unheard of. I got to it late last year. It was still before the 4th, I believe. I'm gonna large square it. Not me personally, I got a guy that's gonna come large square it, and I'll probably sell it for nothing. Free hay if anybody wants it, let me know. Hit me up in my DMs. Whatever that is. So we'll see how it looks when we get over there. Never know. Last year I was pleasantly surprised. So that shows how wide this thing is. And going on a regular road, if I have that tire basically running the edge of the road, not getting off of it, but edge of the road, then that side is on the yellow line or just a little bit into the oncoming traffic lane. And there's plenty of room for people to drive on by over on that side, but they freak out. Oh my gosh, there's something in my lane. Yeah, just scoot over just a little bit. Slow down. You'll be fine. I see you coming. I got my big flashy lights up here so you see me coming. They don't get it. All right, almost there. It's a half-hour tractor drive over here.
Blech. Oh, that looks hideous.
I'd be better off bush hogging it. Spend a whole lot of money making hay. Oh, Nelly. What a bummer. What a bummer. I made the decision. I am going to bush hog it. Haven't been able to talk to the landlord, make sure he's fine with it, but to spend all the money to do this 50 acres and get it stored in a barn, I got to pay rent on whatever I store in that barn. Then have to move it. It's just, I'm going to lose money. Period. There's no doubt about it. And to find a buyer that I don't know the market for. I don't do large squares, so I don't know that market. So yeah, just gonna bush hog it. Painful. It'd be more painful if I'd already raked it, you know, cut it, raked it, and ready to bale, and then it rains on it, and then I gotta bush hog it. But waste of time, waste of money to do all this when there's a lot of other fields that are ready to go, that are in very good condition, we can make a lot of money on. So that is where the time is going to go. All right, let's get moving. Chop up some money. I'm so mad about it. This season is crap. It was weedy before, okay? I'll say that. It was weedy. Dad and I went over and looked at it, I don't know, sometime in early June, so 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. It was already weedy. I knew what I was getting into. That's why I scheduled the large square guy. That'd be the best bet. Large square, I can sell it to cattle guys. The bummer is, with me, is I can't bold-faced lie to people. Now, if I'm joking around, heck yeah, I can bold-faced lie to people, but I'm saying sales of hay. I can't just go, oh yeah, this is fantastic. Hey, your cattle are gonna love it. And sell it to them for a cheap price, and they're asking, well, why is it cheap? Yep, you caught me at a good time. Next thing you know, people are gonna know who you are, know that you lie all the time, and don't buy hay from this guy. Nope. Much easier to be honest and just stay the honest route. They buy the hay, they know what they're getting into. Anyway, I gotta sharpen these blades, and that's gonna be a bit, because they're pretty much just a flat object now. Yeah, they do have a little, if you're at a press, you might be able to find some type of angle on there. But, nah, not much at all. Heck, that's the best right there. Except for those guys. Every time. Ah. Well, got it the best I could. The bummer is, once you start sharpening from this backside, all you're doing is creating a rounded edge. So if you keep going up top at an angle, you keep that angle and this bottom stays flat. But so can't get to the bottom on this one, so see how much better of an edge that is. And the other problem is the wings are where we go along the edges of the fields, and all the trees and limbs and all that crap is there, so that's what tears those blades up even worse. So good enough, best to get. That one looks pretty good. That one looks pretty good. The other side is the worst. Yes, I did lock the wings up, pin them up, pin that up. I'm safe, it's okay. All right, gonna wash up and head out. Well, let's grab the safety stops. Oh,
Hey, look at those flashy lights. Is that gonna get your attention? Well, I hope so. I seriously had a guy come around a corner, spaced it, didn't even see a huge green object come at him, let alone the big flashy lights flashing in his face. He was in my lane for a bit, and then all of a sudden, ah! There you are. All right, get out of the way. I went ahead and greased everything too. All the pivot points, greased the PTO joints here, there, everywhere. This bolt, that bolt was like 3 threads from coming completely off. It's a lock nut. Ow! It's a lock nut, so it should never come off, but whatever. Pin was missing, got that done. Safety chain. All right, let's get to chopping. Actually, let's go talk about it for a minute. Yes, there is some alfalfa. But would you call that any type of quality of alfalfa? There's something there. But look at everything else. Look at here. Look at this mess. How'd you like to have that in a bale? What do you do? I mean, some of these are right here. Look here. This, okay. Let me come clean on this. This is a organically practiced field. The only thing it gets is chicken manure for fertilizer. I do have a foliar spray that we can spray on there that is organic. They just won't qualify one certain part of all that spray that is organic because they can't source exactly where it comes from. So that's all I can do with this field. No commercial fertilizer, no insecticide. The best time for this, for the second and third year were the best years I ever got off this field, and I need to look at the numbers. But ever since then, it's been declining. It doesn't matter, chicken manure, it doesn't feed the alfalfa like commercial fertilizer does. You gotta have that precise food for the plant. And I don't care what anybody says, any seeds that are in the chicken feed passes through the chicken into the manure and comes right onto the field and grows. Every time I spread manure on here, I got new weeds popping up. So that's what you get. Nothing but weeds and not enough food for the plant. So who succeeds? The plant that's starving, or the weeds that just got thrown into some pretty good ground that has weak established alfalfa that can't grow? So guess what you get? Weeds that take over. All right. What I'm gonna say right here is pretty true. I can't say it's 100% true, but it's 90% true. I'm coming out here and chopping, decimating, ruining a field that could have made me $10,000 after expenses, maybe more, possibly more. Due to the weather extremes this year, we have not finished first cut on all of our fields, and today is July the 12th, 2025. Unheard of. Other hay farmers I've talked to have not finished first cut. This is beyond frustrating. So when I pulled up here yesterday to cut this field, this is what I see. How could I sell that? How cattle guys don't even want it. Cattle will eat anything. They'll chomp on it all day long. But no, they see this and they're like, where'd you get that? Side ditches? No, I've seen side ditches cleaner than this field. So I'm gonna say this is easily a $15,000 loss, if not more. Not just for me, but for the landowner too. Frustrating.
There's nothing in there. Nothing. Yeah, this is the only thing to do. It's sickening. It is very sickening. $12:45. I don't believe I'll get done today. I think I'll get rained out and not get done. It's doing a fairly good job of chopping though. It's just leaving that one tire track, well, both those middle tire tracks. Well, I've got 4 passes here. There's 4 there. Only went around twice on the big part, and it's been over an hour. And my temperature gauge keeps going up. And I will show you why. Well, not only for the hood-high weeds that are getting sucked into the radiator, but yeah.
This is nuts, man. Never have I ever. There ain't nothing gonna grow through that. That's gonna suffocate whatever's underneath of it, same as this. What a mess. Then anything, you know, I can't get, if I go as slow as that tractor can go, it'll do a good job. But I'll be out here for 15 hours, go through 3 tanks of fuel, possibly burn up the tractor. So there's a happy medium here. How fast do you go for efficiency purposes? And of course, what the tires are running over, that's not picking up and cutting it. All new to me. Never been through this before. This is the only thing I know to do. My oh my. Wilson's on the way with the service truck. I got that air compressor on there, so I'll stop, blow it off about every hour. Rather take care of the tractor and spend more time out here than disregard and overheat the poor thing. That is something.
Yeah, look over here. There's a place over here as well. 4430, pulling it like a beast, Dad said. And on that note, these got the mechanical PTO start, so it's the lever that goes up slow. And we pull this on a Massey Ferguson. I don't know what year it is, but it's really new. And that's got the electronic PTO start. So when you start on the Massey with the electronic, it slams the crap out of the entire bush hog. With this mechanical lever, you can lift it real slow. That gets things turning nice and easy, which doesn't slam everything. A lot easier on the machine. I don't know why they ever went away with it. Same with the electric clutch. Oh, electric clutch on that Massey is horrible. Look how thick this is. I am 6 feet tall. This is at eye level with me. I mean, look at that guy. Right there. It's just, you get swallowed up in here. You fall down, never to be seen again. Look at these.
I'm over to the big field. This is 37 acres over here, 13 acres over there. So with making the 2 passes around the big field, I'm thinking these 2 passes plus finishing that over there took 3 hours. So I'm guessing that's 15 acres. So 5 acres an hour. So this is gonna take 10 hours to bush hog. Still cheaper than baling and leaving it sit in the barn for 2 years because nobody wants it. Or pushing it up the hillside and letting it burn. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but this is what I'm doing, and we're gonna find out together. Maybe the dumbest thing I do. No. Not even close. I've done some pretty dumb things. I don't know how I'm still alive, but I made it. All right, on to the grind. Well, I know it's supposed to rain, but I don't know what time, and I don't care. I'm gonna keep chomping until I get rained out. Clouds rolling in, that means my AC works better. Probably raining over there. I'll just go until I can't. Which I'll probably have to stop and blow off again. I've already done it twice. This white top over here is twice as tall as what it was over there. Twice as bad. So it's collecting pretty quick. Do not want to overheat this engine. Wind's not blowing strong enough. The fan's blowing that way, the wind's blowing that way. I'm gonna turn this mother around.
No choke? Let's try it. No. Gotta choke it. Yeah.
Well, I just got a phone call from Lily, and she is at home, which is east of here about, I don't know, 5-7 miles, whatever. She said it's pouring down rain, just beating down rain. I'm still mowing over here. It's fine here. Of course, that's where I cut the hay. That's where my good hay is at. Getting rained on. I just looked at my records, and my best year for this field was in 2022. It produced on first cut only like 4,000 something bales off of this field. So I round baled some and I small squared some. I used 12 to 14 small squares per round bale. I went on the conservative side, I did 12. So calculations, it's over 4,000 bales. So let's say I went on the cheap side and I sold it for $6 a bale. Okay? Anybody else that sells it for less than $6 a bale, today's market, you're cheating yourself. Quit doing it. You're killing everybody. Quit. You got way too many inputs to not sell it for $6 a bale. Everything is freaking expensive. Okay, anyway, so $6 a bale, 4,000 bales, $24,000, okay? If I sold it all. It was like 26, 27. Anyway, so take out storage, take out fuel, take out land rent, take out whatever you say. It's not gonna take 10,000 out of all that. It's not gonna take half. It might take a third of it. So we're gonna say, what's 3, 8, 16, 17. We'll just say $18,000. 17. We'll say $17,000, okay? That could have been what this first cut would have paid me. $17,000. Right now I'm chopping everything. Could have been $17,000. Granted, bad year. Say I would have baled it 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, when the weeds were still fresh and young, and the alfalfa was great. Grass was there, green. I could have got 12 grand. Easy. Profit. Conservative side. Now, the weather and the forecasters have to say, no, you can't cut your hay. You can't do it. Let me just throw 12 grand down the drain. $12 grand. Oh wait, it's costing me money to chop it. And I'm gonna lose money on the second cut because everything that's sitting on top is gonna smother anything that could grow. The weeds. I gotta calm down. Hard to do that right now. It is sprinkling, not enough to shut me down. Tires are just barely wet. I just wiped off the window because the seeds were sticking to it. I'm gonna finish. Yeah, it's making it work a little more. A little bit of wetness makes it work. Speaking of wetness, I just finished my 4th blow job. The engine was getting warm, and I'm gonna stay back here and finish this little nook. So I want to make sure I have a fresh start. Let's get this done. Come on.
We'll just do a little experiment. Other stuff cut really short. This stuff cut a little higher. Let's see what happens. Because seriously, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, look at the difference here. This is where I was cutting earlier. Yeah, mostly here. We'll find out together, because I don't know. I think we got, let's see, it's 8 o'clock. Be pushing it to be done by 9. I'm gonna say like 9. Maybe 9:30. Yeah. It's not cutting as well anymore because it's wet. We got that little bit of rain, and then of course the sun setting, so the dew is setting. Not cutting as well, but we'll see.